All right, Shalom. Call Law Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles, and bishops of the Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect, as well as those that believe on Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. All right. And Shalom to the sincere Akim out there pushing this word in truth and sincerity. All right. So I just wanted to get into another quick lesson today on the current events, man, the world economy, okay? This is an article on Newsweek.com. It says, as gas prices break records, the World Bank warns of 1970-style stagflation. It says, as U.S. gas prices reached an all-time high, the World Bank is warning that a combination of rising inflation and a slowdown in the economic growth could lead to the global economy to a 1970-style stagflation. The price of gas in the U.S. hit $4.91 per gallon on Tuesday, according to AAA. On the same day, the World Economic Bank issued its latest global economic prospect report, which compared current economic conditions around the world with those during the stagflation of the 1970s, spelling potentially bad news for the global economy due to issues including fiscal damage caused by the C-19 pandemic and the Russian invasion of Ukraine. The war in Ukraine, lockdowns in China, supply chain disruptions, and the risk of stagflation are all hammering the growth. For many countries, recessions will be hard to avoid. Markets look forward, so it is urgent to encourage production and avoid trade restrictions. Changes in fiscal, monetary, climate, and debt policy are needed to counter capital misallocation and inequality. All right, and so all of this is planned, man. All right, all of this is orchestrated behind the scenes by these elites, okay, in order to bring in that fourth industrial revolution. All right, because they have to weaken the economy so they can come through and give them a solution. All right, or the ABKO. All right. So I just wanted to go in to the stagflation, and can this lead to hyperinflation? All right. I remember a few months back, the apostle Tahar, he had did a video on hyperinflation and can it come to America? And he said that this will happen. All right. And I just remember him doing this video, and now I'm reading this article on, they're talking about stagflation. All right. So I just want to go into what stagflation is. It says, in economics, stagflation or recession inflation is a situation in which the inflation rate is high, the economic growth rate slows, and unemployment remains steadily high. It presents a dilemma for economic policy, since actions intended to lower inflation may exacerbate unemployment. All right. So to bring the prices down, people are going to have to lose their jobs. All right. Because what's happening with this stagflation thing is that the cost of everything is going up, but the supply of it is being less. All right. Which can ultimately lead to food being rationed. All right. They already barely have food in the stores now, with this stagflation going on. So what's going to happen when this thing gets worse, man? It says, with stagflation, a country's citizens are affected by high rates of inflation and unemployment. High unemployment rates further contribute to the slowdown of the country's economy, causing the economic growth rate to fluctuate no more than a single percentage point above or below zero. All right. And this article on Washington Post, pretty much saying the same thing that the other article did. All right. So I just wanted to go and get this. It says, Stagflation is a mashup term combining the words stagnation and inflation. All right, it describes an economy that is malfunctioning, in which prices keep soaring while economic growth, the rate of increase in the output of goods and services, slumps. All right, so prices going up and putting out the food and the goods and the services is going down. So that's what's leading to this stagflation. All right, the lack of economic growth over time can lead to higher unemployment. All right, because when these people are not making the money that they're used to making in their businesses, they're gonna have to let employees go. Okay, these Fortune 500 companies, these huge food distribution centers. Okay, when you don't have enough food to distribute, you have to lay off some of the employees so you don't miss out on as much money as you would normally make. All right, in which, this thing is going to get much worse than it is now. All right, in which this stagflation can definitely lead up into hyperinflation. All right, because ultimately this place is done, man. Babylon is finished. Okay, Babylon the Great, aka America, is finished. All right, it's only going to get worse. It won't get better. To keep it plain and simple. Okay, the scriptures say we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. All right, because this place cannot be healed. It is the only way that this place is going is toward destruction. All right. And before I get to hyperinflation, I'm gonna get this one right here in Jeremiah 51:9. I start at 8. It said, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone unto his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. All right? Because her judgment is come, man. Babylon's judgment is coming. It's here. All right? But nevertheless, let me go and get into this hyperinflation. All right. It says hyperinflation is a term to describe rapid, excessive. Look at that. I just got the notification. That's crazy. It says hyperinflation is a term to describe rapid, excessive, and out of control general price increases in an economy, while inflation is a measure of the pace of rising prices for goods and services. Hyperinflation is rapidly rising inflation, typically measuring more than 50% per month. All right. So what this stagflation can lead to is hyperinflation. All right. You might go in the store this month and your pack of chicken wings might be $20-$25, but next month they might be $40. The month after that, they might be $60 for a pack of chicken, man. Along with the gas, it's already at $5 a gallon. All right. You're looking at the gas going up to $7-8. All right. And down here, man, we getting into hurricane season. All right. So it says, although hyperinflation is a rare event for developing country economies, it has occurred many times throughout history in countries such as China, Germany, Russia, Hungary, and Argentina. All right. So like I read with the stagflation, if the output is going down with the goods and services and the price is going up, okay, and it doesn't get any better with these supply chain issues, all right, then it's going to keep rising. Okay? So how can that not lead to hyperinflation? Okay? This says the two primary causes of hyperinflation are an increase in money supply not supported by economic growth, which increases inflation. All right? And what are these damn devils always doing, man? They just print money and like it's going out of style, and which it is going out of style. They just keep printing, and all they're doing is devaluing the money, okay? In which the dollar already, the value is going through the toilet, all right? And your economy is not growing. You got all these people got weird hiring signs, but nobody's getting hired, man. The economy is at a standstill. It's stagnant. Number two, a demand pull inflation in which demand outstrips supply. So what's going on now? You go to the store, some things that you need, they don't have. You go another day, they still don't have it. All right, you might have to go to 2 or 3 different stores to get what you need. These things are going to get worse and worse and worse, man. All right. It said, exit your storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. All right. The article maybe a week or two ago was saying we only had 10 weeks of wheat left, man. So what's going to happen in the middle of the heat in August when there's no more wheat? All right. Wheat is one of the number one suppliers for different foods, man. All right. Your rice, your pastas, bread, that's a necessity, man. People need that. And what that's going to lead to ultimately is the, like I said earlier, the uproars of people, man. All right. People losing their jobs. They can't buy food. So what they resort to? Jake got families to feed, man. They're going to just take it. That's just what this is going to lead to, man. And like I said, this is all orchestrated, okay? Order ab chaos. All right. So I mean, that was everything. Yeah, that's pretty much all I had, man. You know. So I brought this out that this lesson was edifying. You know, I just wanted to go into this hyperinflation that's coming because we're in a stage of stagflation. All right. So I brought this out. This lesson was edifying. Until